Hey everyone, Lacey here, and oh my god, was that an amazing episode of Andor. It is early, but what a way to wake up, even though it's early. But it's Star Wars, and this, I think, was the best episode of Andor we've seen so far, and I don't even know what we're going to get next because it was pretty awesome. I'm going to give you, first of all, hello. Good morning. So I'm going to give you my initial thoughts on the episode and kind of just like my reaction of where I'm at. So this episode was very hyped up. No dinner party though, but hyped up and exciting, which I love. But I have to say, as someone that has a lot of anxiety on a regular basis, this episode was definitely a struggle to watch. I was so nervous the whole time because there were so many different variables and elements that could have gone into play of things that could go wrong. Now, things did go wrong, and we know that. The death count, I believe, is up to what? We had the Imperial guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 or 5 people died, I think. I haven't had a chance to watch it a second time, to be honest, but I thought it was really, really tense, which we expected, but there were so many beats and moments that were just so wonderfully written and really continued to build the characters that we're getting to know. I'm going to be honest, I'm terrible with names to begin with, so this show has been a struggle to remember all these different characters, but spoilers. I'm warning you now. I'm getting into spoilers here. I can't believe, but I can believe that Nemik died. Someone too pure and wonderful, as soon as you meet them in any movie or TV show, you're like, oh, this person's going to die. Because these characters are wonderful and have these big emotional moments like Nemik did when he talked about his manifesto. But we knew that he was going to be used to show you that no one is safe in war and that there always are sacrifices that had to be made or people that are at risk. Man, the way he died was pretty terrible. It like as soon as the moment happened, you were like, oh no, that is not good. But that being said, I think he's going to be the person that ultimately will drive Cassian to do the right thing. As we know with the manifesto, we spoke about it last week on Resistance broadcast. So, man, I'm hurting from that one. He was so wonderful. I'm interested to see what happens with this manifesto, but I think the team overall was a little rough to begin with, so we knew that things were gonna go wrong. Again, going back to I don't know the names of people, the guy that we thought was gonna be a scumbag turned out to be a scumbag and tried to run off with the money. Don't like him, but Cassian got him in the end. Going back to Nemik really quick, I loved the callback to Rogue One with the climb line, which was, I believe, K2SO's last line as well, and Rogue One to Cassian was climb. It's just showing these moments with characters with Cassian that have that kind of same level of connection with him, and yeah, it was so good. I think honestly though, my favorite sequence was probably the end of the episode. I loved seeing the repercussions of the rebellion within the Senate and into Coruscant, with Mon Mothma speaking to a Senate, which was very empty, by the way, and then seeing the news get to Luthen was so awesome. And I loved the overall kind of message there of like these smallest decisions and these smallest choices that are made all the time by everyone have repercussions. They affect other people in different ways. Now, obviously, this is at a bigger scale. This is a rebellion, but it's just interesting to see how news gets to other people. It was a very interesting viewpoint of the galaxy, which I really appreciated. I also want Luthen's laugh to be my ringtone. It was fabulous. It was wonderful. And I think, yeah, my favorite kind of moment was probably Luthen at the end when he exhales and kind of the relief of it worked. And it left me on such a good feeling after all that death prior. It was cool. I really liked it. I did appreciate that we did have some type of creature, the doctor. He reminds me very much of the guy that works in the basement of the tea house in Spirited Away with all the arms. I kind of got that same vibe from him, but it was cool to see a creature. I feel like, again, I always go back to this. I feel like we need more droids, more creatures in Star Wars. I don't think we have enough. But this was a very cool character, and I really liked it. I'm interested to see if we see Vel again, and kind of what happened. Because we see that Luthen thinks it was a success, but does Vel know how to fly the ship? What happens to Cassian now? There's so many questions. And we're going to talk about it tonight on TRB Live, here on the YouTube channel, also on Facebook and on Twitter at 9 p.m. Please join us in the chat. We'd love to hear from you. But yeah, those are my initial thoughts. And man, was this a good episode. I'm like hyped right now and I can't wait to watch it again. You can follow me, as always, on Twitter and Instagram at Lacey Gilleran. And until next time, may the Force be with you.